So today we are going to talk about liver in a very short manner and whatever is required for the remembrance. So as we know, anatomy can be divided into certain parts and we normally follow the regional anatomy. So what is liver? The liver is an abdominal organ, as we all know, with a vast number of functions. It also have a great regenerative capacity out of all our organs, but it is not invisible. So make it sure that we have to take care of our liver. There is one common disease known as cirrhosis of liver. It is frequently a result of chronic alcoholism, but can also be from viral hepatitis, cystic fibrosis, fatty liver disease, and many more. Healthy hepatocytes are destroyed here and are replaced by the fibrotic tissues. Liver becomes firm and blood vessels become compressed. One of the most common causes of portal hypertension. Here you can see that picture also. It's a normal liver showing both the lobe, and here you can see a fibrosed or cirrhosed liver, which is showing you the decrease in the shape and size of the liver. So this is the cirrhosis of the liver. Next, if we talk about the regional anatomy according to location and all these things, so you will see it is primarily located in the upper left and upper right abdominal quadrant. Ligamentum venosum attaches to the portal vein within the porta hepatis and may be continuous with the round ligament. The gallbladder is also attached on the inferior side. You can see here the green color. It is attached by the cystic duct to the liver. So liver is a large triangular shaped gland that carries out essential hemostatic function such as metabolism, detoxification, nutrition support, storage, bile production. Remember, bile is produced by liver cells only and it is stored in gallbladder. Synthesis of factors and proteins for the blood clotting and immune response. So here you are seeing the anterior view of the liver. You can see right lobe, left lobe. Then there is a falciform ligament. The lower portion is round ligament, also called as ligamentum teres. Then you can see on the upper side there is a bare area. Bare area is area which is not covered by the peritoneal ligaments or layer. Then you can see both the sides there are right and left coronary ligaments. Then right triangular ligament is present and left triangular ligament is present. These are some structures of the anterior view of the liver. Now, if you see the posterior view or inferior view, most of the vascular supply, at 75% of liver, is via portal vein, which carries the metabolites absorbed from the intestine. The remainder 25% of oxygenated blood coming from the abdominal aorta via hepatic artery. Remember, this is a dual type of artery. It has one portal artery or portal vein, which is more important. Now, see the inferior surface. This is the most important part which we have to remember. You can see first of all certain impressions are there. That's why impressions of the organs of viscerals are there, like gastric impression on the left lobe. Then you can see the colic impression, duodenal impression, renal impression. That's why this area is also called as visceral surface. Next, you can see the left lobe, light lobe. You can see the round ligament. Here it is shown in clearly the round ligament. Then you can see two more lobes are present. One is caudate lobe, another is quadrate lobe, which is in between the gallbladder. You can see here the gallbladder is there, hepatic proper artery is there, common hepatic duct is there, and round ligament or ligamentum teres is present on this side. Then you can see there is hepatic portal vein, ligamentum venosum, which is dotted area. Then you can see inferior vena cava and coronary ligament is attached with it. So this is the part of the visceral surface or inferior surface where you can easily identify this surface with certain impressions of the organ as well as the presence of the gallbladder from this particular side. If you see a dissected view of the same thing, again you can find, you can see the caudate lobe, left lobe, quadrate lobe, the gallbladder here it is compressed or the liquid is out, and common hepatic duct, left hepatic proper artery, hepatic portal vein, fissure of inferior vena cava, hepatic, right hepatic proper artery, right lobe, So this shows you how the dissected thing is going to be looked like of the liver. Next, we are going to see a 3D model of the liver. Remember, whenever the liver is going to come in exam, you have to describe its location, you have to describe its shape and size, you have to describe its function, and then you have to describe its parts along with histology also. Here, we are only talking about some gross parts only. You see the right lobe is here, the left lobe number 2, number 3 is the falciform ligament, number 4 is the fibrous appendix, number 5 is ligament of teres or also called as round ligament. Then you can see the gallbladder number 6. Then number 7 is cystic duct. Number 8 is common hepatic duct. Number 9 is left hepatic duct. Number 10 is right hepatic duct. 11 is hepatic portal artery vein. 12 is right hepatic artery. 13 is left hepatic artery. 14 is proper hepatic artery. 15 is caudate lobe. Then it is left hepatic vein, the 16 number. 17 is intermediate hepatic vein. Right hepatic vein, 18. 19 is a group for inferior vena cava, where inferior vena cava is going to lie. Then there is bare area of liver, which is divide of any peritoneum. So this was a 3D view, which is present about the liver. One more view is there, 3D only. You can see that also. By visualizing this diagram, and if you go through your books, it will be very easy for you to make a sense of liver in your body, so that it will be easier to recall whenever it is needed, either in viva or in theory paper. So here we are going to see the liver with diaphragm also. Diaphragm is the muscular layer which separates the thorax. 3 is cystic duct. Number 4 is common hepatic duct. Number 5 is gallbladder. Then it is hepatic portal vein. Number 6. Number 7 is splenic artery. Then left gastric artery. Common hepatic artery number 9. Number 10 is duodenal artery. 11 is proper hepatic artery. 12 is left hepatic artery. 13 is right hepatic artery. 14 is falciform ligament, which also contains the round ligament. Then you can see the diaphragm, which is on the superior surface. So this is the second view about the liver. In the same continuation, we have to also study the gallbladder. So gallbladder is a tiny organ which is present on the inferior portion of the liver only. It is placed when the bile is stored. Remember, it is not produced. Remember, see here also it's written the gallbladder stores and concentrates the bile, and it does not produce it. Who produces? The liver produces it. Then the common disease which is going to happen here is gallstones. These are deposition of hard and bile. They are relatively common, usually forming in gallbladder. They can cause pain, which is called biliary coli, as the gallstone moves and blocks the cystic duct. If the gallstone does not pass quickly, this can cause the buildup of bile in the gallbladder and ultimately resulting into cholecystitis. So this is why we have to study the gallbladder, or we need to know the gallbladder in detail. Structurally, if you see, the gallbladder is small, hollow, pear-shaped organ, typically 7 to 10 centimeter long. Its function in the storage and concentration of dilute bile, which is produced by the liver. If you see the parts, you can see here there is gallbladder can be divided into basically 3 parts: the fundus, the body, and the neck. Just below the neck, there is an infundibulum. Then it has its own duct known as cystic duct, which gets connected to the common hepatic duct, which is formed by the left and right hepatic duct. Then common hepatic duct converts into the common bile duct and gets open along with pancreatic duct into the major duodenal papilla on the head region of the pancreas in the duodenum only. So what is the flow of bile actually? The normal flow of bile, if you want to study, so it is the gallbladder stores and concentrates bile, and when it is not immediately required for digestion, post cholecystitis, it directly passes through the duodenum and does not pass towards the gallbladder. The patients are still able to produce the bile, but now it flows directly from the liver to the lumen of the duodenum and makes it less concentrated, maybe stand a chance. So it will be less concentrated, but